Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Fortunate Fortune Teller, where I'm extremely fortunate to be telling you a fortune right now. Okay, it's pretty early right now, actually. I think it's the sun may have not even came up, but just know I'm here for you. Okay, because we're the Empress. Okay, you're the Empress. So just know we are. We have to, get ourselves selenited here. Do a little read because look, you have a Two of Cups here. Empress, Two of Cups. That's a pretty nice way. Okay, and you're the Fool, brother. If anything, the foolish Empress with the Two of Cups. Okay, just while we're shuffling, that's all we see. The first three cards. That's something. Isn't that something? Just know, I believe it is. So, I'm looking at, now people are going to start, and they're starting to get exposed now. So what's going to happen is a lot of these people are going to start making accusations. You could expect maybe a little turbulence to hit your life, but the fact is whatever negativity or what's said or, they trying to hurt you with anything, it's only going to help you at the end of the day. So don't respond to anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. And you're going to be just fine, brother. Trust me when I tell you that. All right, so let's take a look at a quick check-in here. Let's take a look at the overall energy of the collective, and then we'll come up with something here. See what's going on here, brother. What's going on? The overall energy here. Ooh. Okay, and that says Page of Pentacles, brother. So that's a good one. So it's all about the manifestations right now with us. Okay, you must understand that everything we do is a manifestation. Okay, it's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? It's all you can do. We're looking for these, are developing our skills. Okay, very ambitious. We're diligent and we desire to be the best. Okay, so just know we are manifesting that because whatever illusions, like I said, that may be created about you from this, say for instance, King of Swords reverse character. They're being seen for, who they are. So eventually they're going to start, doubling down on what they said about you because they're going to be confronted. And this is really, really going to expose this person. So just know we are manifesting that Page of Pentacles because whatever illusions they tried to create about you, they have to come. They lied. They lied about you. They have to come. They have to pay for this. Not pay for it. They have to answer for this. Okay? So it's all it comes down to at the end of the day. All right, brother, because Six of Pentacles, because you are going to be giving, receiving, and even give and take, relationship here because you deserve it, okay? Page of Pentacles, because you're manifesting that, okay? You're manifesting that. You are receiving everything that you deserve. You've put out so much good in this earth that now it's all coming back to you now, okay? It's time for you to reap the fruits of your labor, brother, okay? Because you've done enough now, okay? Four of Pentacles, because it is what it is. We conserve, we do it, we get by, all right? Just know we're not over here worried about money, okay? Because we know that our Ten of Cups will create abundance. So that's why we focus on the cups first, and then we'll worry about the pentacles. All right, that's the way we do things here, okay? Because we know it's important at the end of the day. We don't just rush to the Ten of Pentacles. We're not all about the money here, okay? We know this doesn't make you happy. Trust me, we're aware. All right, because Six of Cups in reverse, we're aware, okay? Because conditional love is not going to make you happy, okay? That is why we do everything in our power to stay in an unconditionally loving, atmosphere, okay? Because like I said, when you build your foundation on a Ten of Cups, you will create abundance. When you live in this Six of Cups, living in the past, this lacking playfulness, this conditional loving environment, you're never going to win, okay? Because the only reason these people love you or are around you is because of the money, okay? Because once your money's gone, so are those people. But when you have somebody who unconditionally loves you, then that's a different story. For instance, say you own like a restaurant or something, and then like that, all the people are, oh, you own it, and then everybody kisses your ass. But once, that thing goes under, all those people are gone. But the person who unconditionally love you is there with you in the wreckage. Like, okay, we'll fix this, we'll get something new. Blah, blah. You know what I mean? But everybody else, they go fair weather because Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, and that's what people, you pick that. A lot of maybe your counterparts, they pick that over you. They pick the people that they think, well, money-wise are going to help them. But the fact is, once they run out, they're gone. Nobody cares. And what's going to happen to your counterpart? when they run out of their money, they're going to be in the Nine of Swords, crying like a little baby, anxious and depressed, not knowing what to do because they should have chosen love over whatever they chose, okay? But this is how they learn their lesson. This is what they need to learn. So they're going to be going down the tubes, okay? And you just watch. You have to watch, okay? Because they have to learn. They have to learn. They think they're a big shot. They think they're somebody. They got a big ego, your counterpart. Trust me when I tell you, but it's not going to be there much longer because they've seen that they were used and played like a little chump, okay? And it's up to them if they're going to do anything about it, okay? Because listen, brother, you are the magician. Ain't nobody going to tell you otherwise. Ain't nobody going to say that you can't do magic, okay? You want to see some magic here, brother? You want to see some magic? There's some magic for you. Get the fuck out of here, all right? So just know, magician all day, every day, okay? So anybody who ever thinks that they could, say otherwise, they're sadly mistaken because you've already predicted. You've already shown just how much of a Houdini you really are, okay? Just know that. You've gotten out of things that people have never seen before. Okay, you know why you did? Because you're the star, brother. You are the star of the show. And when you are the star of the show, you can do whatever you want, okay? Because it all revolves around you. Okay, because you are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun. Star magician, okay? Not just a magician star. You're a star. You're Siegfried, okay? And not Rui, though. We're Siegfried, okay? We don't want to get bit by the lion, okay? So we're quite the magician here, brother. Trust me when I tell you. We have quite the show. We're going to be performing in Las Vegas, okay? We're going to be at the MGM, okay? Just know, if you want to see us. Believe me when I tell you, okay? Because we are in Seven of Wands in complete control of the situation. We will tell you whatever we want to tell you because Page of Pentacles, because we are manifesting that, okay? Because Six of Pentacles, because we are giving and receiving. We know what it's all about. We're not about, the money. We're about the love, okay? Unlike the Six of Cups in reverse, these conditionally loving people who are only around certain people for money, okay? Us being a magician star, we know that that's not the case. We know it's all about the cups, okay? So just know we are in complete control of the situation because why? Is because we remained in Hermit energy for as long as possible because we know staying in Hermit energy is where we grow. That is where our soul, we search for our soul, okay? That's, we introspect, we contemplate, okay? Gain some wisdom. We seek the truth, okay? We like being alone, okay? It's independence, it's inner guidance, meditation. Trying to get to a 5D consciousness, okay? You can't do that with around these people, these Six of Cups in reverse type people. How are you going to do that? They're always in your ear. They're always bringing negative, trying to bring your vibration down. That's why you got to get away from these people and just get yourself completely, your vibration to a level that is, so they can't even stop. See, the fact is they can't even get close to you, so they can't take your energy. That's why you're up this early, doing the stuff, watching, whatever, just all, before when you were around these people, you had no energy, they zapped you of everything, and then they want to act like they're helping you. It's like, man, it's like they're so, they're so mean what these people did to you. Like, trust me, brother, it's sickening. I'm sick over this. Okay, because listen, these people, not only are they conditionally loving, but they lack strength, okay? Because love is the strongest emotion out there, okay? It's the most powerful, it's the only thing that really is real in the world, okay? Everything else is illusion. So when you don't know that, that means you lack strength. That means that you are a person who's weak-minded, that can be corrupted, and, we don't want people like that around us, okay? Knight of Cups, because we want, romantic, charming people like that, okay? Creative, okay? Knight in shining armor. That's how our atmosphere is, okay? Knight of Cups. Very romantic and charming atmosphere we have here, okay? So just know we are very aware of what is going on here, okay? Because we can make things happen, because we are a Page of Pentacles manifestation magician over here. So if anybody's going to be making something happen, it's going to be this magician and Page of Pentacles energy, okay? That is Six of Pentacles, okay? Giving and receiving, and Seven of Wands in complete control of the situation, okay? Because all they know is that they're coming up. It's a group of conditionally loving people that are living in the past who lack strength. So that doesn't really, doesn't concern us, okay? At all. Because Page of Wands in reverse. Because these people, they have a lack of direction, okay? They're over there creating conflict where there just doesn't need to be conflict, okay? They have self-limiting beliefs and they're off their spiritual path, okay? So who knows with these people? Just know that it's only going to last for so long. So this is 100%, the King of Swords in reverse, your copycat, and the matriarch, okay? So just know that these people are being seen as conditionally loving people who lack strength, that are completely have no direction. Okay, so just know these people are creating conflict, not amongst themselves and amongst everybody around them. So people don't want to be around this no more. Okay, and just know this is why you're a Queen of Swords, because these people, they're probably going to approach you eventually. They're going to try to say something, like I said. They're going to try to get you involved with this. Say, oh, you did this, and that. Queen of Swords, brother, we have boundaries. You can't tell us nothing, okay? We know exactly what's going on. You ain't going to come over here and tell us no bullshit. They already lied about you once. They ain't going to get away with it again, okay? You're already ahead of the game with that one, okay? You already know what you're saying, what you're doing. You know what you can do and what you can't do, okay? And you have a whole different fucking administration behind you right now compared to the last time, okay? So just know, whatever nonsense they did in the past will not work this time. So go ahead, try it. Because we mastered our Queen of Swords, okay? That was the whole reason this had to happen. For us to, fine-tune our Queen of Swords energy, okay? And our High Priestess Magician, okay? That was what it was all about, okay? That's what we did. We had the Queen of Cups in us always. We had the Queen of Wands always. And we had the Queen of Pentacles. So we just had to get the Queen of Swords, High Priestess, and the Magician, okay? And that's what we did. That's what we manifested ourselves to. That's what we mastered, okay? And if you don't think so, then we don't give a fuck what you think, okay? Because listen, Hangman in reverse, because only reason that you would say that is because you're trying to collect the delays and standstills, okay? And that is why we're going to run right through them, brother, because we don't even care. We're in complete control of Seven of Wands. Nobody's going to come here and say, oh, delay things. Okay, yeah, delay it, okay? Delay the inevitable, like I said. It doesn't matter because these people, they lack strength. So you could only delay something so long when you lack strength. So it doesn't make a difference. It's almost like you're trying to hold the wheel and it's like, it's going to crush you eventually, okay? Because, listen, try all you want because the death is here. The end is near for you, okay? King of Swords in reverse, it's very, very close. The King of Swords in reverse perhaps may have a heart attack over this. Who knows? I'm just telling you. They're going to be so shocked that their heart may not be able to take what's going to happen. Believe me when I tell you. So, you heard it here. Just know they may need a doctor, this King of Swords in reverse. Calling for a doctor. That's what we hear. I don't know. Let me know what you feel about that. What you hear about it, okay? Because 10 of Wands in reverse. Because this King of Swords in reverse, they're going to be ended up carrying all the burden here, okay? Them and this matriarch, they are going to be, seen as doing it all. They're the ones who, started this whole thing. They're the ones who brought this charade in. They're the ones who recruited this copycat. They're the ones who gave the information. They're the ones who've been secretly against your counterpart and you the whole time, trying to pretend like they're helping your counterpart by keeping them away from you. The destructive nature that you are. You would ruin their life, they said. You just bring them down. But all I see is them being brought down by this person that they recommended and you staying up. You would have kept them healthy and happy. But no, these people, they didn't want that to happen. They're perfectly fine with your counterpart being all depressed and emotional and, just hating their life. That's fine with them. But when they were with you and they were all happy, no, that was terrible. You couldn't, no. We can't have that here. Got to get rid of this person. How do you explain that? That's what I want, Matriarch and King of Swords Reverse. How do you explain your actions? Please, I would like you to explain your actions because, listen, you're under judgment. Not just by me, not just by our counterpart, but by God and your entire surroundings, okay? Anybody that looked up to you at the time, they're judging you now. They are not looking up to you, okay? Trust me when I tell you, you could not defeat us. You thought you could. You thought you had us. But you didn't, okay? We let you think it for a second. We let you think we were a little slow, a little dopey. Well, you put us back wherever. We did that because that gave us the time to get and stay at ourselves, okay? It gave us complete solitary. But guess what we needed? We needed solitary confinement, brother. When people put us in solitary confinement, we said, good, thank you. We love it, appreciate you. Then we shake their hand and we part ways. Go ahead, lock the door. Come get us when you read us. Because you can't hurt us. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't do nothing to bring us down. That's the worst you could do to somebody, solitary confinement. And we ask you to do it. Go ahead. Okay? Because listen, brother, you lack strength. Not only do you lack strength, but you lack love, okay? That is why I told you, love is the greatest, strongest emotion out there, okay? And when you don't have love, you don't have anything, because it's the only thing that matters. So these people not having any love, 6 of Cups in reverse, conditionally loving, living in the past, that's only going to last so long. People only can see it through. Once you get exposed, this is what you're seen as, okay? Hangman in reverse, somebody who's just creating delays and standstills, okay? Somebody who's off their spiritual path, lacking direction. And now, Ten of Wands reverse, are carrying all the burden. Okay, while this Magician's in complete control, receiving what's meant for them, Six of Pentacles. Okay, manifesting this whole situation, manifesting the end for you, Page of Pentacles. Okay, because your illusions have been shattered, King of Swords in reverse. Okay, made sure our character, copycat, whoever the fuck you are, just know your illusions have been shattered and you are being clearly seen for what you are. Okay, can't you tell how you're coming off? Very, very, people are not, they're not laughing as much around you. You know what I mean? They're not laughing at your jokes as much. They don't think you're that funny anymore. They kind of starting to see through your fake bullshit, okay? How about that? All right? Just know, because you want it to be this, but there's only one. There's only one brother who brings the fun and is the sun, and that's you, because you are the star of the show, okay? Like I said, it came out already. You are the magician star, brother, okay? Everybody knows it, okay? Because if they didn't know it, they wouldn't care about you. They wouldn't be trying to take your energy. They wouldn't be going to great lengths to keep you away, okay? If you were nothing, nobody would be stalking everything you do. People wouldn't be going to, trying to get you in trouble. They wouldn't have teams of people watching you, okay, if you were nothing. So that doesn't work anymore, okay? Because we know we're not nothing, okay? Because if anybody's nothing here, it's you. Okay, brother, because you didn't want to work. You didn't want to work hard, Eight of Pentacles. You didn't want to master your craft. Okay, you didn't want to be an apprentice of two master wizards like we were. Okay, you don't have the correct schooling that we do. Okay, you may have went to school in other ways, but not in the school of hard knocks like us, brother. So understand, that is where you really get your knowledge from. That is where you get your real experience from. And if anybody has experienced anything, it's us and you. Okay, so just know there's nothing these people can say or do ever again that is ever going to make you appear the way they tried to make you appear, okay? Whatever narrative they tried to create about you, it's finished. It's done. They created that narrative about themselves. That's all they did. Because people want to know, why did you say all this about this person? Why did you do this? Okay? Death in reverse. Why did you do stuff like this? Because they're resistant to change, okay? They were fearing change. They were holding on. They're very stagnated, decaying, you know what I mean? So they wanted to hold you down by saying these things. Okay, that was basically, they wanted to project onto you what they were, okay, in hopes of taking your energy and you being them, okay, and perhaps maybe it worked for a little bit, but that was only God letting that happen, just to let them think that this was going to work, just so they would try, keep trying, that eventually when it stopped working, that's when, that's when the fun stops for these people, all right, the fun stops. Two of Swords, because now they're faced with difficult decisions, okay? They need to, to weigh their options now. Perhaps they're avoiding that, like I said, death in reverse. But they're avoiding the ending here, okay? Because they're trying their best here to keep you, keep you away. Because they know that you're taking your time. You're in no rush. You're not Russian. I told you. You're Italian, okay? And you are the star of the show. And you are the magic man, brother, okay? Shake and bake. So you must understand, for Seven of Wands, that's why you're in complete control of the situation. And you are receiving what is meant for you, okay? Because what is meant for you will always find you, okay? And that is why these people are facing difficult decisions now. Because they didn't see this coming. They didn't see the star calling back their energy. They didn't see the star calling all this energy back and everything else around it coming flying down, okay? They didn't see that. Now Five of Cups in reverse. Now perhaps they want to accept what's going on here. Maybe you have to accept what's going on, but you're moving on. Either way, Five of Cups in reverse. People are not sitting for this, okay? So this could possibly be, your counterpart seeing the corruption and the treachery, okay, that they've been a part of, okay? And perhaps they already knew. They just wanted it to happen this way because they needed it to happen this way, because you can't just make these accusations. These people have to expose themselves. The demons expose themselves. That is all you have to do. That's why no response is the best response, okay? Because they end up exposing themselves. Because people are like, well, this person's not even... Trust me when I tell you, when they expose themselves, they take themselves out. Believe me, because they can't have no self-control or patience. That's where you got them at, okay? Because you have the Seven of Pentacles. You had a long-term view, okay? You are willing to work hard, okay? You have the patience. You are able to, take things slow. Because slowly is the fastest way to get to where you're going, okay? These people, they didn't understand that. They thought that makes sense. They thought that you were crazy. They said, this guy, he's crazy. He thinks everything... He says all these crazy things, but just know everything that you had said now it's starting to make a lot of sense to people. Now it's making sense to them that they're seeing what's really going on here, how these people are, weak-minded, Strength in reverse, Lovers in reverse, okay? Six of Cups in reverse, you know, carrying all the burden, Ten of Wands in reverse, okay? These people, they're done. King of Swords in reverse, matriarch, copycat. All right, copycats are already coming off erratic. They're coming off like a Queen of Cups in reverse. The matriarch's doing the same. They don't even know what to say. They're just trying to be fake. You know, 9 months ago I loved you. And then you got the King of Swords in reverse, who was whatever it was, getting stunned out of this. Okay, so just know it's like, it's all done now, though, because it all relied on you. You had to be down and out. You had to perish for this to work. Okay, so that is why it's not working. That's why you continually keep doing this, and you're going to keep doing this because they don't want you to do this. This is what they really don't want you to do. So you're going to continue to do what you're doing because, listen, brother, you shattered their dreams. 10 of Cups in reverse. Whatever dreams these people had of destiny swapping with you and taking from you. Exactly, that's all it was, dreams, and now they're shattered because they know that will never happen. Because if it was able to happen, they would have already done it by now. You wouldn't still be doing this. You wouldn't be your best right now. Because now they're saying to themselves, what else can we do? What else we did the worst to them. We ripped them off the street. We threw them in jail, okay? Put them in solitary confinement. Let them go for 10 days, okay? Throw them back in jail for another 7 months. Almost a full year in jail. They put the person in there, okay? And then that person comes out complete dead, their credit's shot, basically have nowhere to go, okay, and have no money. And they're just like, good luck, all right? So just know this is what was done to destroy you, but you survived it. And then you came out and you said, you know what, I'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. To the chagrin of law enforcement, too. That's the best part, is because they thought that you were finished. Now these law enforcement people, these characters who thought that they were big tough guys. They just, when you were sitting there with cuffs behind your back, they're real tough. Okay, they didn't want to listen to you. But now they're gonna have to listen. Okay, they're starting to listen to you now because they know that their careers are in your hands. Okay, trust me when I tell you, we have enough information to destroy everything. We're in no rush. Keep you in the 8 of Swords for a little bit. Okay, because remember, we're a Queen of Cups. We're all about the love here. We're not about wrestling around in the mud with people. That is why we don't care. We're gonna let these people take themselves out. They're gonna take themselves out because we're a Queen of Cups. We're just gonna continue to love. That's all we're gonna do. These people, they could take themselves out. We don't have to say anything. We don't have to expose them. They expose themselves with this 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse. They show how they are coming off. Okay, there's a lot of domestic disharmony there. The broken family, so we don't have to say much, okay? Death in reverse, you could clearly see that they're trying to avoid endings here, okay? They're resisting change, they fear change, they're just holding on, okay? And that's why 10 of Wands in reverse, you know, they're carrying the burden here, okay? Seems like they're doing it all, they feel like, but they're the ones who started all this, so of course they're going to be doing it all, because that's what they wanted to do. They're the ones who created this, so of course they're going to get stuck carrying the burden. Because 6 of Cups in reverse, because they're conditionally loving people. It's what can you do for us? All they do is live in the past, okay? They don't care about you, they don't care about us, all they care about is themselves. 6 of Cups in reverse, because they lack strength. They don't even love themselves, okay? So they don't even understand, because Lovers in reverse, they don't even know what love is, okay? They can't feel it, okay? Page of Wands in reverse, because they're off their spiritual path, okay? They have a lack of direction. They have self-limiting beliefs, these people, okay? Because Hangman in reverse, because all they want to do is create a standstill here for you. But just understand, you must understand that you are in complete control of the situation, 7 of Wands, because, you know, 5 of Cups in reverse, you're moving on from this. You accept what this is. You know what this is. You figured this out. Okay, you're well aware that, you know, 6 of Pentacles, that you are receiving what is meant for you, because that is what it is. Because you gave, now you're going to receive. Okay, because you are the Star Magician, brother, and all this is happening because Page of Pentacles, because you're manifesting that to happen. Okay, because you are able to put yourself in this Hermit energy and manifest this to happen. You have not any worries. This is how you manifest. Very calmly, okay? So let's wrap this up. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so we see what that is now. What are we going to get out of this? All right, we're pretty much, you know, the writing seems like it's on the wall here for these people. This more or less shows me this is like more or less the coven. Okay, this is like the underlings, because, you know, there's a lot of 5 of Wands here. There's a lot of competition, rivalry, and conflict with all these people against you, because they felt like they were all going to get something, okay? They were all promised stuff from everybody. Everybody was promised something to. All they had to do was take you down. Okay, so it seemed like a very, very easy, thing. So that's why a lot of people accepted it, because they felt like, oh, that's gonna be so easy. But anything that's too good to be true or seems too easy, always think about that. Trust me when I tell you, brother. Trust me when I tell you, because that is what the King of Cups told us. They said, yeah, they came off like it was too good to be true. They said, all I had to do was betray you, do all this other stuff, but I knew that you were going to survive this. I knew it. I knew you were going to come back and show all these people who you really are, because it was going to wake you up. I said, that's true, King of Cups, thank you. And that's exactly what they said to me, too. And I said, and it lit a fire under me. Lit a fire under us, it said. So, you know what? We're going to show them. We're going to show these people. We're going to show the Hierophant, brother. We're going to earn that institutional support. We are going to be the ones who are socially approved here. We're going to show everybody, okay? We're the ones who are the ones who have the society and its rules. We're going to start creating the new rules here, okay? So just be aware, Knight of Swords, because we're very ambitious and action-oriented, okay? So we don't really care if we have institutional support, because we're already enough. We have God backing us, okay? So that's all that matters. We have God and Archangel Michael. At the end of the day, it's all you need. So what's going to be the end result of this? Because we're just, they're fighting, blah, blah, blah. We hear this, every other channel is the same thing. So let's get an ending here, okay? So the end result for you, okay, just understand this, brother, is that you are a Nine of Cups, okay? So just know you're a wish come true. So end result, Ace of Cups being brought your way from this King of Cups creates the Ten of Cups. That's where you're going to build your foundation. The unconditional love creates abundance, okay? And all that's going to bring you now is always going to be here. It's always going to be the end result for you is your Two of Cups, okay? So just know, I said, what's the end result going to be? Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. You heard me say that, okay? So there you go. That's how we're going to wrap it up. That's how we're going to end it, okay? Because what else can I say? What else would you like me to tell you? Okay, so just know, let me astrologically talk to you for a second. All right? Don't say nothing, though, because I just want to astrologically talk to you about this Two of Cups, Ace of Cups situation, because, there's going to be people that are going to want to stop it. They're going to want to stop it, brother, because they think they're going to make a profit. But that's not going to happen, because you're a trickster magician, star magician, okay? You have a wand. Look, for God's sake, you have a wand. You like my new logo? I have a new logo. What do you think? It's pretty cool looking, isn't it? So just know, I'm trying to build things here. I'm trying to build. I did everything that they suggested to do here. I have crafty thumbnails. I have everything, okay? I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for nothing, but nobody wants to come except one guy. He loves me, though. Just know, everything's great, though, okay? Everything is great here, and we love our people. We love the people that come to see us. So just remember that. We will never forget you. Trust me when I tell you. We always remember who stayed with us, who was there first, okay? Because listen, brother, the age of Aquarius is here, okay? Just understand, you may be an Aquarius rising sign, so you are being seen clearly as what you are, all right? Just understand, any Aquarius that may have came up to you against you in the past, that person's being seen as a no-good, rotten bastard, okay? Because the Leo told us. They said, we know all about this Aquarius. They're no good. Trust me when I tell you. We told you for a long time that they were no good, okay? You didn't want to listen to us. That's what the Leo told us. And maybe we didn't. Maybe you didn't want to listen to the Leo, perhaps. They said that the Aquarius was no good. Told you, okay? Because they said, we use our intuition, Neptune. We know that this Aquarius is no good. They were with the wrong people. You could tell how they carry themselves. They're no good. I said, I don't know. I don't think so. I said, but then the moon came and the illusion started being seen about this person. It was created. This person started creating illusions about you now, this Aquarius. And you should say, I should have listened to that Leo. I should have listened to them. Should have followed my intuition. I didn't want to listen. Okay, and that happens from time to time, okay? Because listen, sometimes, the Cancer, sometimes their intuition becomes too strong. You mean sometimes you don't want to follow it, okay? But now this Cancer knows they follow their intuition no matter what happens. Whatever their intuition tells them, they follow it because it's always right. Always follow your intuition, that's what they say. Because remember, the Cancer is the master of the intuition, okay? We are the water sign champion. We are the king of the water signs. We are the cardinal sign champion, okay? Because we are on fire, brother. We are a friend of the fire signs. We are on fire. Believe me when I tell you, the Cancer is unstoppable, okay? And the Aquarius is no match for them, okay? Because the Sagittarius is watching our back, okay? Like I said, we're friends of the fire signs. The fire signs love us, okay? You had the Leo, we're on fire, and now we have Sagittarius here. Like I said, the fire signs love us. We have Aries here now, okay? They said, listen, brother, don't worry about it. When Neptune comes over here to our sector again, okay, they know they're in retrograde. Everything's going to work out perfectly. It's going to be a whole new cycle. They said, that's what Aries told me. I said, oh, thank you. They said, don't worry too, Saturn's coming here, and then the karma's going to be there for them. I said, appreciate you. Say, remember, Cancer, you are a friend of the fire signs. Never forget that. You're a friend of ours, okay? They said, you're a made guy with us. So just know that's what the fire signs told me. Don't be mad, Scorpio and Pisces, that they don't like you, okay? They didn't choose you. The fire signs don't like you, okay, brother? Because listen, this Capricorn, they were your biggest op. They're the ones who are across from you. They want to act like they know you. They don't even know you. They live halfway around the world, and they want to act like they know you. So just remember, this Capricorn perhaps maybe, corrupted this Aquarius into thinking the wrong way about Cancer, because they knew that this Cancer, that their self node was Capricorn, okay? So just remember, you're always going to come across a lot of evil Capricorns, especially when your self node is Capricorn. Because why wouldn't it, okay? Just notice Capricorn also, they want to, corrupt your Taurus, okay? They were doing everything in their power to make this Taurus think that this, this Cancer was no good, okay? They even tried to corrupt the Sagittarius, but the Sagittarius was able to, to talk to the Taurus and say, listen, this Capricorn is no good. Trust me when I tell you, I know, I seen what they did. This Sagittarius saw what this Capricorn did, okay? But this Capricorn was thinking that this Sagittarius wasn't going to say anything, but the Sagittarius said exactly that to this Taurus, that this Cancer is not the problem, that it's this Capricorn that's the problem. That's exactly what the Sagittarius said. Tell me they didn't. That's what they said. Okay, brother, because it's all about the fire again, okay? Because listen, Leo is here to support you. Not only do you have Sagittarius, okay, but you also have Aries, brother, because you all understand, you are a friend of the fire signs. The fire signs love you. They love the Cancer, okay? Who loves the Cancer? The fire signs, brother. It's all about the fire, because you are a made guy with the fire signs, all right? The fire signs respect you, okay? Because listen, brother, they know that this Taurus loves you. They know it. They said this Taurus, they love you, okay? Just understand that. And that we're going to do everything to help you, this fire sign says. They said, we're going to put an end to this Capricorn, because they're finished, okay? They said, once, Uranus returns to Gemini, this Capricorn, they'll be eclipsed, okay? There'll be no more of this person. Just understand that, okay? Because the fire is with you. They said the fire is inside of you, brother. They said, and we're here to help you and your Taurus, okay? Because you're kingdom spouses is what they said. So they said, Neptune, use your intuition on that one, okay? They said, because listen, this Aquarius and this Capricorn, these two were trying to stop you in this Taurus, but they were unsuccessful, okay? So just know, it's a shame. They tried, though. They tried, but they didn't expect you to have all this fire helping you out, okay? Like I said, the fire signs are all about it, okay? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, all got your back, brother, okay? All got this Taurus and Cancer's back, okay? Especially when Neptune goes to Aries, okay? Believe me when I tell you, that's a 14-year cycle. And this Capricorn and Aquarius, they are going to have to deal with that cycle, brother, okay? Because listen, Venus Williams tells you this, okay? When Venus Williams speaks, people listen, okay? And when they talk about these Capricorn and this Aquarius being finished, we listen, okay? They said, it's all about love now with this Taurus and this Cancer. No more of this Aquarius, Capricorn, meddling people getting involved, okay? Because whatever illusions they created about you, they're being shattered, okay? Because these people, they're no good, okay? And everybody's seeing it, okay? Because listen, you're creating this whole new Earth, okay? And you got your Earth side of choice. Your Taurus is here, okay? So just know, end result, new Earth, you and Taurus created with all the fire brothers backing you up here, okay? You already got the foreplane of Stellium and Libra. Now you got your Earth with Taurus, okay? And you got all your fire. Not to mention that crazy intuition that you have with Cancer. Brother, you are on fire because the new Earth is here. See you later with that. Okay, I thought that was a decent... I astrologically talked to you pretty good there. Because you have to follow your passion, brother. Okay, maybe perhaps our passion is this. Whatever your passion, you must follow it. Because there's something that excites and motivates you. It's a message from your Akashic records. That it can lead to your abundance. Don't silence it. Okay, so if this excites us, that means because we have a 5-planet stellium in the 8th house. And this is what the 8th house is all about, what we're doing. Okay, so yes, we're following our passion. Okay, because we have boundless possibilities, it tells me. It says, you're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Perhaps, okay? Don't limit your dreams based on past experience. That's why the past is an illusion. We don't pay attention to that. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. We are Six of Pentacles. We're embracing it. We want to receive this. Give us to us. Give us our boundless possibilities, because we're not dependent on nobody anymore, okay? Because there's something or someone you are clinging to, perhaps, okay? Perhaps this is your counterpart. Maybe they're clinging to their family, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light, perhaps, counterpart. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own, counterpart, okay? So just know, Taurus, we approve of you. We always approved of you. This Cancer always thought you were swell. We thought you were very swell, okay? We knew you felt the same way. So just remember that, okay? Because we are here, brother. We are the ones, okay? Just know, we are here because we are present, okay? Because it says be present here. Because you are you may be ungrounded, okay? Spending too much time in your head, Taurus, okay? Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. Okay, you heard it here, brother.